Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession.
They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there were many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week:
19 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense...
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And in last week's game, you weren't sure which side was going to do the cheering when he stepped back to throw the ball,
But
right?
you knew he was going to throw it a lot.
Oh, he's going to throw it a lot. I mean, he's ended up throwing 5 touchdown passes, but his interception rate, that wasn't so terrific either. So one side was going to be cheering when he stepped back to throw it.
They did get the win, though. We'll see if they can parlay that into this week.
Four yards remain for second down.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught left side by Hardman.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. Open field, very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Gay's kick is good, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Pollard again.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Jones.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He'll look to throw.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
Call call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Osa Odighizuwa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Dancing to his left. Complete. Smith has it.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw.
Goes right back to Smith again.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Back to throw again.
On the slant, he's got Hardman.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gay knocks this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. The Seahawks on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. Forced out to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Adafe Owe gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Baker. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That
Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Jones throw here hauled in by Cup.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Four yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Operating from the gun, Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Baker.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
From the 36, Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Romero.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action, Jones. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Dallas offense set for this next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. But boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Nick Bosa with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense and QB Mac Jones running back out.
The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Back to throw. Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught by Allen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Now Jones on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Connecting with Kupp here on the out route.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas. All
right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here.
Quick slant here to Smith. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. On 2nd down, Parson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Flush to his right, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career.
Hands it off out of the gun. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll set up to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Two yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
Back to throw here. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Devontae Smith.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that went good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it.
Now defensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Seahawks send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Oh, good move. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
64 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Now they go screen. It's complete. And, oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Open man right side is Cup, complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Jones now on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Baker.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. On 2nd down,
Jones, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On 2nd and 10, Jones throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
That catch now puts him at 1,094 in his career. And in recent memory, he passed Reggie Wayne, Anquan Bolden, T.O. on the list. And now he's even with Tim Brown. Jones throwing on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They'll run left with Pollard. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. Returnable for Thomas.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And out now come the Seahawks.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Here's Jones on 1st down.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Jones got his man complete over the middle. It's Baker, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 3rd and 2, Jones. Allen's got it over the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back
for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Throwing Jones. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. That's Romero. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Jones. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Cowboys are going to take position. And they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some room to maneuver. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gay is on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing again on second down. Jones.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
136 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Cowboys, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule.
3 yards remain for second down.
First carry for Nick Chubb. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Watson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Fielded just inside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 41. So 3rd and...
Sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Now the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception. navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Hey, during the course of any game, you'll see tip passes. But how often do we actually see the running back come up and end up making the play?
Well, shifty fella getting in there and grabbing it.
Yeah, you know, they always talk about how running backs have a nose.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now McCoy. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
After the sack on 1st down, McCoy, he'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Here's McCoy. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is. And let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Back to throw. McCoy. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Oilers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And again, it's Chubb. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll try the air now with Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. To throw is Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Again, it's Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. And occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
To about the 26 here.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Watson. It's caught. Cooper.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They go with Chubb on second down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up first and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. On first down, McCain. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Houston.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. McCoy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. McCoy. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 1st and 10, McCoy. And Thomas has it. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. McCoy. Looking long for Thomas. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They run again on first down. Chubb. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on third down, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 39, Watson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
I think the defender would win, but a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Oilers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 14. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And Chubb will try the middle here.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Watson gets this one to Cooper.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Watson looks to throw again. That's out to Chubb, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Browns on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd down, this is Harris.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Off play action. McCoy. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Completes it right side to Cooper. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. To the air yet again, Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, it's Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. From the 17, Watson. And he'll just get rid of it. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now it's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On 1st down, McCoy. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing on 1st down, McCoy. He gets it to Thomas. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. McCoy. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going back to Allen. He's got him again.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our
crazies out there, and welcome in everybody to this Halloween edition of our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll start our tour in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in that one. Josh Jacobs, 3 touchdown runs. From there, we'll head east to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Chris Godwin, a touchdown catch in the victory. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. In the game you're watching is Deshaun Watson, who is the star of the first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. McCoy. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. McCoy. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Back to throw. McCoy. That's swung out wide to Harris. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An effective 10 yards there takes us back to first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. McCoy. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Chubb on the counter. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Watson's and Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson.
Out to Chubb near the sideline.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Watson.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. They'll run on first down. McCain. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Browns are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Back to throw. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. Up the middle they go. McCain. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. Later.
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCoy. Now he'll escape to his, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 2nd and 15.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Back to throw. McCoy. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Houston. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their own 12-yard line.
He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They hand this off to Harris. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. McCoy. He's got Allen.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The offense on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
From the gun on third down, McCoy. And Allen's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And, partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Harris, touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And even 100 yards rushing now for Chubb and a 1st down as well.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson. And he's got Pierce. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Watson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Watts. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Point after try forthcoming. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Houston set to take over. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Here's McCoy. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. McCoy over the middle, complete. That's Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. McCoy. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Eric Stokes in on the tackle.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Now a handoff up the middle. McCain.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, McCain. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. They'll keep it on the ground. McCain.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. On 1st down, McCain. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. McCain. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were
today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Austin Desperados.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Austin Desperados and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
And no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
The numbers a week ago for Chase.
7 catches, 80 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll look to throw.
It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now a leaping catch. He's got it.
And he's going to be marked down just. See from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles, he looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now. Way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. It looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Desperados will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. And whatever they said appears to have worked. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Eagles at 13-2 on the year. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
On first down, it's Fields.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now Fields.
And Graham's got it. Complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the 50, here's Fields. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there.
On 4th down, Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. Second and 6. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Fields.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Banks.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a first down throw, Fields. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now it's Fields. Open man is Duvernay.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
From the 30 on 2nd down.
Fields.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Up by the defense. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's Williams on the catch. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw here.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Ooh, the juke. And able to to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Second and 5. They'll set up a throw.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. High throw, but he makes the catch. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Desperados go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Fields.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Look, there he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Second and 5. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD.
So maybe some signs of life. This has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return an interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make it 24-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Austin's offense ready to go again.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! A big play there. 58 yards.
And the Desperados continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Fields on first down.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they will begin in field goal range already as they search for a potential score.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. 2 touchdowns there for Saquon Barkley. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And you can see they're in second place in the division, but they have clinched postseason football. That's the important thing. They currently have the best record among the wild card contenders, but they want to make sure they finish this season strong.
And isn't that the case each and every year about one division that ends up being the top-loaded division? And unfortunately this year, it's theirs. But you could spin it and say, hey, they've been tested, and they've beaten a lot of good teams already. They will be prepared for the playoffs.
Second and 11. Back to throw. Fields.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Out of the gun. Fields.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return.
And they will take over first and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Mike Gesicki, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Desperados extend their lead yet again. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
On 1st down, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
And Graham's got it over the middle.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
To throw is Fields.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Fields.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Fields now to throw.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
So the face mask tacked on at the end of the play. Half the distance going to lead to a 1st and goal.
And obviously those are important yards to be giving up this close to your own goal line.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Sanders.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Now Fields.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for our visitors,
they improved to 14 and